Om Shanti. All of you can hear me? Let's begin the class with a one-time Om and Shanti. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, align, relax. Gently close your eyes. Go into your asana. Bring your awareness towards your breath, the breath which is going in and coming out. Observe the natural, pure breath. Now inhale for the one-time Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration. Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So welcome to the yoga therapy class. So in previous session we talked about the bone related issues, right? Diseases which affecting your skeleton system. Today we're gonna discuss about the upper respiratory problems and lower respiratory problems, problems which is associated with your nostril and your lungs. Okay, upper and lower respiratory problems. So upper respiratory problems like sinus, sinusitis, right? Where your sinus, we have 4 sinus, right? I'll share the picture, give you the better understanding. Can you see? So you have basically 4 types of sinus in your face, around your face. That is frontal sinus, saphenous sinus, ethmoid sinus, and maxillary sinus. The function of the sinus is what? Basically, these are the sinus means hollow space. These are the empty space, hollow space, where the breath, when you inhale, which go through your nostril, and it articulate, it basically change the temperature of the breath. So breath gonna go passes through these sinus, and then the temperature of the breath would be modified. Why? Because your internal temperature and the outside temperature would be completely changed, right? So cold breath, which is coming from the out and going in, can affect your body. So in order to moderate the temperature, the sinus play important role. Okay, this is the most important part, function of the sinus. So what happened whenever you get the sinus infection? Infection cause, maybe you are allergic to something, pollen, dust, polluting areas, or chemical fumes. these kind of or high fragrance, artificial fragrance, it can trigger the sinus, like you are very sensitive towards these things, and then it can, allergy attack, and in response to that your body start producing lots of mucus, and that mucus can be stuck in this hollow space, and then it become hardened, and it inflamed, and again causes because of climate change or because of you are allergic to these things, and it gonna inflamed, and it gonna cause you pain. Okay, pain around your face, your eyes would be aching, and your frontal part of your head would be aching, then you feel heaviness around the face. Okay, so most of the people, they, whenever the climate change, they have the cold in these kind of issue, it's because they have the sensitive sinus. So this is the sinus, which we call sinusitis. It means when sinus, uh, because of mucus are stored there and it's not coming out, you can see yellow part is a sinus, that is a mucus. Okay, and when sinus infection is happen, it means this term, the mucus, become hardened, and it inflame the area of that part, and it causes the pain. Okay, so inflamed sinus lining. Can you see this part? Okay, it's inflaming the sinus lining. So if you can observe, this is inflamed because of yellow, excess mucus is produced because of allergic attack or because of climate or anything. And then that would not be coming out, the mucus, and then it's inflamed this area. So it can cause you heaviness, headache, pain. And remember, it's look like very, simple problem, but there is no cure. Okay, it's especially in allopathic, there is no cure. But yes, Ayurveda, there is a permanent cure is available, and because we're gonna talk about it. So this is the one problem, upper respiratory problem. Then second, lower respiratory problem. First, we're gonna understand the problems, and then we're gonna discuss about uh, second problem, which we're gonna take, that is asthma. Any doubt to the sinus? I hope you understand. Asthma is another common disease, right? After sinus, I think out of, especially in European countries, everybody is suffering from, not everybody, but out of five, there's uh, out of five, two people are suffering from sinus. So uh, it's very common because they have cold weather, and that's why most of the time they're having these issues. And same with the asthma. Now it's become very common. Earlier time is very like less people, but now it's very common. And again, there is no cure for the asthma. What is the asthma? Basically, it's a low respiratory problem, and here you can see the our tubes. Tube is what, the air pipe, right, which we can call your trachea. The trachea, the picture is visible. Okay. So you have the tubes, air pipe, right? Bronchial tubes, which we call bronchi, each bronchi and bronchial tubes. These many tubes you are having in your around your lungs, which supply the air to the lungs. Okay, so and oxygen reach to alveoli. So alveoli is a air kind of sac. This one is kind of small air sac, which where exchanges of the gases is happening. So exchanges of the gases is happening is like carbon dioxide is released and the oxygen would be taken by your red blood cells. Okay, so the tubes basically, again, the cause, you can see when the asthma bronchial tube is inflamed in asthmatic condition, it's inflamed, swelling part you can see, and excessive mucus is, coming out. Excessive mucus is the basically body reaction. It's a defensive reaction towards the invasion of the bacteria. uh, like some bacteria invade in your body, and then it passes through your air pipe, right, your tubes, through your trachea, through your, and passing through your bronchial tubes. So cilia, like, there's a small hair types of structure which produce the mucus in order to take out the bacteria. That's why you are having the mucus. But what happened, now, because you are very sensitive towards the surrounding, towards the climate change, towards the pollen, the dust, towards the, the chemical. So, and even your nervous system is a little bit weak, not nervous system, because your nervous anxiety attack, that's also gonna, give the, people get the panic attack of the asthma. Okay, whenever they get into the panic, they get the asthmatic attack as well. And because they are very, it's become their habit, right? They lose, they start having the shortness of the breath. So basically what happened, your body react, these bronchial tubes become very sensitive, and it's react towards any situation around you. This happened because of, uh, everybody get the asthmatic attack because of, this is the reaction of the body towards taking out, like whenever you get the lungs infection or something because of the bacteria invasion. It's very common. In order to heal your body, the white blood cells are fighting, mucus is produced, so bacteria come out through that mucus. But here you are react to towards every situation, and then your body is always having the, you cannot get the proper oxygen, because the hollow space in the tube is very become, because of swollen, it's very less space, and then mucus is blocking the tubes, and then oxygen is not able to reach to the lungs, and then you feel shortness of breath, and then oxygen is not able to reach to the brain, and it can cause the death even. So people have the anti-inflammatory drugs, and they have inhaler in order to reduce the swelling, and in order to force themselves to give the immediately to reach, sometimes you give the force pressure to the pipe, and then pipe would be clean little bit, and forcefully we are giving the oxygen to the lungs. Whenever they have asthmatic attack, you have seen, like, they are, people take the inhaler and they're um, pumping the air to their lungs. So it's basically short term, but then they become habitual of those things, and it is incurable in allopathic, but there's a complete cure available in uh, ayurvedic. Allopathic does not provide, because it keep you on the drugs, and drugs gonna slowly gradually affecting, and you become addicted towards it, and then you never come out that trap, and slowly gradually whole system would be, your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, your rest of the body part also gonna affect by that. So this is the problems, major problems, sinus problem and the asthma. Okay. Then other breathing issues. uh, Cold, hay fever. These are the other normal problems. Tonsillitis, when you have these swollen, these areas are swollen. It's very common in the baby, right? And some people, they remove the tonsils because they often get the tonsillitis if these areas would be inflamed. So these are the other problems. So now we're going to talk about the general diet of these issues. Okay, how we can, prevent these things and how we can provide the cure. So what we can do about it, we talked about the diet. So diet, as I told you, the mucus is a part of the kapha. Okay, so because of the kapha in the body, so mucus is producing. And even in the COVID situation, your lungs would be, you get the pneumonia, and people are dying because of the pneumonia. So bacteria is affecting their lungs, and then they are damaging permanent, and they cannot heal by themselves. So because of that, we are giving the drugs and so many things, anti-inflammatory drugs, so inflammation reduced. But actually, it's not working on the bacteria unit. Okay, bacteria automatically gonna die. They have the cycle. So the problem is like mucus. So how we can reduce the mucus? Whatever you're gonna eat, it produces the mucus. So it is my general observation, because I got the COVID, and uh, I used to have very less immune system. So whenever I travel and somebody is infected around me, I get the cold. Okay, so I realized even you have to boost your immune system, but if you don't have your immune system strong and you are easily getting these problems, so you have to do one thing, uh, go on the fasting mode or take the liquid diet. Okay, or kapha, less kapha diet. Less kapha, like kapha diet, I talked about it. No dairy products, become vegan. Okay, completely boycott the dairy products. Rice, completely boycott. Then all the food which is cold in nature, no ice beverages, no cold drinks, nothing which is related to the cold. Not milk, okay, not oats, but gram flour, black chickpea is very good. Green pulses, very good for them. Then ragi flour, very good black flour. They can have the chapati of black flour. These things they can have in their diet. Sprouts, steamed vegetables they can have. Citrus is very good, vitamin C if you provide. But understand, all the fruits also increase the kapha. That is the issue. Whatever they're gonna have, it's gonna increase. All the fruits are cold in nature. All the fruits. So there's a way of taking it. Pomegranate, you can have it. Put into the hot water, not very hot water. Mm, uh, it's very roast the pomegranate. So take the whole pomegranate, roast on the fire, okay, little bit, so it become warm, okay, and then add the black pepper, rock salt, and the dry ginger powder, and then you can have it. Okay, same with papaya, they can go for it. So keep into the cold, not hot water. Wash it with the hot water, and then uh, ripened papaya. Okay, add these spices, and then they can have it. Apple steam, little bit steam, just steam the apple, and then you can have it. Citrus food, if you have these problems, then completely avoid. But to prevent it, you should have vitamin C. Amla is very good. Gooseberry, the green gooseberry is very good and is very helpful to boosting your immune system. And it's basically high in vitamin C and other minerals. So empty stomach morning time, you can have the juice, but it is cold in nature. So add the warm water into it, like 5 ml is gooseberry juice and 5 ml hot water, adding the little pinch of black pepper, pinch of turmeric, pinch of ginger, and you can have it. Okay, pinch. Just pinch means little bit. Okay, so it's gonna change. It make it cold to the hot. So empty stomach, you can have like these things. 5 ml. Start with the 5. Then very soups. Garlic, you can include the garlic in the soup. Steams, vegetable soup, you can give it to them. And diet is very controlled. They have to control, because otherwise the mucus is keep produced by your body, and then the symptoms would be not able to reduce. We cannot reduce the symptoms even in the stomatic attack, and it's very deadly. Even the cold, you just lost everything. Normal cold, you lost everything. So very much important. These things you have to follow. Okay. Then amla you're gonna add. Then honey you can add in your diet. It's very immune booster. So take the honey with the black pepper. You can just lick it. So what you're gonna do? Uh, Rub on your palm. So take the like three or 1/4 honey. Take on your palm. The good honey I'm talking about. And very expensive. I know honey is very expensive, but buy it. Invest on those things. Wild honey. Take the black pepper, mix on your palm, and then apply on tongue. Okay, apply on your tongue. That's give you heat to your body, and it's work on inflammation, all kind of inflammation. So inflammation of your bronchial tubes, inflammation of your sinus, inflammation of your lungs. Even if the wall is damaged, that's also gonna heal. So honey, pure honey, if you're having, its work is tremendous. Okay, so that you can do. So this is all about the diet. It's very minimized diet. We cannot give so many things, because everything, fasting is good. 1-2 days they can, if there's a diet, put on them on the fasting mode, liquid diet. Start giving the black chickpea water, green pulses water. Okay, everything, and putting into the ginger and adding the spices. These things they can have. So, and giving the jaggery. If their BPs go down, give them a piece of jaggery, because fasting give them little bit weakness. But don't worry about it. Then after taking the proper rest, they will heal themselves. Okay, the energy, their body gonna heal themselves whenever they have the attack. Okay, so, but yes, in asthma, don't just avoid their medicine. You can give the medicine side by side also, because whenever they have the attack, they require the inhaler, because it's become their habit. So go for it, but continue the therapy also, like that. Okay. After this is the diet. Now asana, all the chest opening exercise of asanas. So Ustrasana, camel pose, all the variation of the Ustrasana they can do. And the chakrasana, very good. All the variation of the chakrasana is, standing variation. So all the variation of chakrasana they can practice. Opening the chest is in supine position. So Supta Vajrasana, Supta Virasana, these postures are good. Then even in the child pose, Balasana, Supta Balasana. Uh, so in prone position, opening the chest is also good. Pigeon pose, all the variation of the pigeon posture, very good. Then even you just opening your chest and lying on your mat, that's also good. Okay. So twisting, the upper torso twisting is good, with the lower abdominal twisting, because it enhances your Jataragni gonna uh, strong your immune system, because in order to absorb the nutrition you require Jataragni, and Jataragni if it's strong, then slowly it will absorb the nutrition, and then your immune system also gonna be become strong. Remember Saptadhatu, the link, how your immune system gonna boost, immune system gonna boost when your Saptadhatu is strong. Okay, so you have to you have to keep this thing in your mind, that this link is very much important. Then apart these things, Shat Karma practice. is very, very beneficial for them. So Shatkarma, Nasya Kriya, Neti Kriya. So I'll write it down for you. Nasya Kriya. In Ayurveda, we call Nasya Kriya. That you can go with the 2 times one has to take the steam. Okay, the practice. Neem steam can be given, ajwain steam. That is a ajwain. It's opening your nostril. Ajwain. This is a spice's name. Okay, ajwain. So for Nasikriya, it start with the steaming. Give the steam to your nostrils so you can buy the steamer and then put the neem into it, neem leaves, then ajwain you can put into it and then inhale and morning and evening time. But don't after 1 hour you have to step out. Okay. After taking the steam, you have to apply the mustard oil. Five drops in each nostril. Start with the 5 drops, then you can increase. Then apply the mustard oil in your navel region, your belly button, and then at least 30 minutes go in the shavasana and relax. In that, do the chest breathing or diaphragmic breathing. I talked about abdominal and thoracic breathing is a diaphragmic breathing. These two practice you can go for it. It's opening your nostril and it's immediately providing the oxygen to your lungs, to your brains, to rest of the body part. And it's help you to come out from all the problems. So these practice you can go for it. Then Shatkarma Neti Kriya. You can learn the Neti Kriya from the yoga school. We also taught these things in the offline courses. So Neti Kriya, there is a part Jal Neti Kriya and Jala Neti Kriya and the Rubber Neti. Here we taught Sutra Neti, and in modern times it's become the Rubber Neti. Okay, so they use the cathode. So Neti Kriya 2 types, Jala and Sutra. With the thread we practice, we clean the our nostrils, each nostrils. So these are the 2 Neti Kriya one has to do if they have lower and upper respiratory problems, any kind of problem, even cold, fever, doesn't matter, you can go for it. But yes, under the guidance of the yoga teacher. And then Kunjal is very good. Kunjal, the third practice, is also worked tremendously. It it provide very best. It can be practiced by all kind of people. Even in arthritis, I talked about Kunjal is very good, and also it's good for to reducing the mucus of the body from your lungs, from your stomach, from your nostril even. Okay, not directly but indirectly. So these practice one has to do. So after giving the Nasikriya, I again telling there's a precaution, don't step out. Okay, whenever you have time, morning and evening, you have to take 30 minutes. Don't immediately taking it and go out. Then you aggravate your cold and cough and other problems. Okay, you have to go for take the 1 hour at least and do this practice. Then after this Shatkarma and these Nasikriya, one has to do the pranayam, the breathing practice. Practice, diaphragmic breathing is very good. Abdominal, thoracic breathing, very efficient. Nadi Shodhan, yogic breathing, yes. Along with that, Bhasrika and Kapalbhati. So Bhasrika and Kapalbhati, Mandagati. Okay, Mandagati. So Mandagati is like very slow version. Mandagati Bhasrika Pranayam and Mandagati Kapal Bhati one have to practice. You can ask to your pranayam teacher. It's a very slow version of the Mandagati and very slow pace you have to maintain. It's not like fast. Bhastrika, Purn Bhastrika is like fast pace, but we divide into the three category: Mandagati, Madhyam Gati, and Trivagati. So Mandagati one has to introduce, okay, very slowly, and then it gonna uh, take out. Shatkarma, Kapal Bhati is a part of the Shatkarma in ancient time. Now it's coming into the pranayam. Modern yogis bring into in the pranayam, but it is the part of the Shatkarma also. So Kapal Bhati, part of the Shatkarma, very, very effective, but with the Vayu Mudra. So Vayu Mudra is this. Okay, Bhastrika Pranayam and the Kapal Bhati, one has to practice with the Vayu Mudra. Why? So Vat would not be increased in their body. Vat remain balanced form. Because uh, Vat spread the kapha in the body. Okay. So kapha is one point. When it start affecting the lungs in other places, Vat can be also imbalanced. In order to bring the Vat balance with the Vayu Mudra, one has to practice like that. Then meditation is very helpful, especially in asthma, because I told you whenever they get panic, they get the asthma attack. So in that situation, their lungs and everything become very sensitive. So make them strong. They have to make their mind strong. All most of the diseases, especially psychosomatic diseases, are coming from the mind. So when disease prolong in your body for longer, who remain in your body for longer period of time, it becomes psychosomatic. Okay, it becomes psychosomatic. So when to treat that is very difficult. So we require the help of meditation. So in meditation, you can include the dancing meditation, the kirtan meditation, chanting meditation, pranam meditation. Because so even Anapan, they can go for it. Anapan also very efficient to bring to bring them immediately to the connect to the particular kind of movement and reduce their wandering of the mind. Okay, but if they are not able to practice the Anapan, start with the movements in the meditation. Okay, little bit any part like uh, you can introduce to them the kirtan and little bit dancing include in that, so they little bit start enjoying it and they get little bit kind of relaxation same time, and then slowly gradually bring towards the pranam meditation and then anapan. Okay, for towards the passive meditation. So this is the way you can make them to start with the dancing and then slowly gradually introduce the sitting meditation. So this is all about all the problems related to the cold, flu, this COVID. Okay, and very less fruits they can have it, but if they know how to have, I already talked about how to they drink the. Yes, one more thing, drinking the water. So whenever they have these things, normal and room temperature water should not be given. Every time they have to take the cold water. Okay. Sorry, hot water. All the time they have to take the hot water. No cold beverages at all. Everything should be hot. Okay. So And herbal drinks, you can give it to them: ginger, lemon, honey, tea, infusing tea, infused tea, then turmeric tea, then basil tea. These are the immune booster drinks. You can give it to them. Muleti, one of the tea, muleti is, I think, licorice tea. You can give it to them. That is also very effective on the cold. Okay, that tea also given to them. So this is all about of upper and lower respiratory problems and all the problems related to the respiration and the fever. Even if somebody get the fever with the cold, same thing they have to go for it. Any doubt till here? No doubts?
I have a question.
Yeah.
To prevent, I forgot, is green and I couldn't get the thing.
What?
To prevent is
To prevent.
you need to use green, and you said something that I couldn't get. With warm water, a pinch of turmeric and ginger.
Okay. Basil they can have. To prevent even these diseases, you can include, this is the time,
Mhm.
climate is changing in across the world. So you can include these basil
Basil.
tea, then ginger tea, turmeric tea. These tea you can day to day have. Okay, try to avoid the milk products because it
Mhm.
produce more mucus, and especially when time is changing, season is changing.
Okay.
Okay, during time of season change, don't take the milk products. Have these drinks so you can boost your immune system. Okay, so even if you're catching it, you can fight easily.
Okay.
Okay, daily our immune system is fighting with the thousands, I think millions of the bacteria. So daily we are, fight. We are fighter. So give your fighter more weapons. So these are boosting them, giving them more energy, and
Mhm.
if you follow it, I think you're gonna help yourself and you're gonna help your students. Okay, don't worry about it. This is all the things which really important, especially in the therapy. And I talked about it: how to eat, how to
Mhm.
drink, the
Yeah.
position, the time. Yes, immediately, strictly following. When you are following, you
Mhm.
maintain your body healthy and you prevent many diseases. And if even you get sick, like I get sick, so
Mhm.
embrace it. Don't deny that you're never gonna fall into the sickness. It's not like that. When you
Mhm.
have the body, you get the sickness. That is the reality. You have to embrace it. Don't get panic. Oh, I'm doing so many things and why I'm getting into the sickness.
Mhm.
You will get into the sickness, but you embrace it. Like, I haven't taken any pills. Now I'm better.
Mhm.
So without taking the pills, you coming up, you are winner, right? Because people are taking four pills for small things. And
Mhm.
I cure many diseases without taking the pills. I believe on myself. So just believe on your system and help your system by having these things. Believe me, you are a great fighter. You don't require the pills for these things at least. Okay. But when you
Okay.
have aggravate situation already and do live and die situation,
Okay.
okay, then don't wait for the, because yoga therapy take the time. If you don't have much time, go for the doctor. So let's end the session with the one time Om and Shanti. Keep your back, neck straight, align, relax, gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for the Om, Om. Shanti. 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 Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm gently. Open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Bless you guys. Meet you at meditation. Bye bye.